Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Queen Sugar. So today I have a pick a card reading that looks into what's the current energy of this connection and what are their next moves, or like where this connection is headed next. Okay, so just take a moment to kind of just relax and just take a deep breath in and take a deep breath out. And just let go of any anxiety, any questions that you have right now about this connection. And just clear your head. Just take a break from overthinking, overanalyzing everything. And just take a break from it. And allow your guides and your person's guides to move you to the pile or card, however you want to call it, that best connects with you in this connection at this time. So our first pile is the King of Swords. Our second pile is the Hierophant. Our third pile is the Sun. And our fourth pile is the King of Pentacles. Once you selected your pile, feel free to click the timestamp below to watch your portion of the video. As always, I appreciate the love and the support. I wish you the best, and I hope you enjoy this reading. Alrighty, so this will be for those that selected pile number 1, which was the King of Swords. And just picking up the energies before I even get into the cards, I feel like there's someone in this connection that is somewhat stubborn at times, but also just they're to themselves in a way where you don't know how they're feeling. Like they kind of just keep everything inside and they just give you like a really general basic answer when really it's so much more behind the scenes that's going on with them. So I'm just picking it up. That could be you, or that could be the person that you are thinking about at this time. So let's put this over here and then let's get into your cards. Okay. So our first card is number 29, Shattered. Our next card is number 5, the Wild card. I'll put these up here as far as possible. The next card is number 35, Friendship. All right, in terms of tarot, we have the 5 of Cups, the 6 of Swords, the 6 of Pentacles, the Tower, and then for Oracle cards we have Deeper Intimacy. The feelings of emotional closeness and love allow you to feel safe, desired, and more connected to your partner. Playfulness. Playtime is essential for relationships. Have a little fun recapturing romance with your partner. And then listen and reflect. Sometimes what a person needs is not a wise mind that speaks, but a patient heart that listens. All right. So let's see what we get here. So I feel like this connection kind of just started out of nowhere. You know, neither of you saw it coming. Maybe you started off as like friends, because we do have the friendship card here, or talked briefly on socials, but you didn't think anything of it. It just literally happened out of nowhere. However, something just like sparked between you two. Something just turned that switch on. And, you know, it led to something that was, you know, originally casual to something deeper, is what I'm getting, just like the overall energy here. I feel like one of the things I feel or hear right now is that you got too close to them and they got scared, right? And so what I mean is like you all started to just like vibe or really connect, and their ego was like, wait a minute, she's getting too close, he's getting too close. What is this? We don't do this, we don't like this, we don't share our feelings, we don't cuddle. Like, what is this? Let's run away. Let's pull back. That's what I'm getting. Like, I feel like this person was getting closer to you as you were, like evolving in a connection, and then suddenly it was just like a nope, we don't do this. Let's go back to our old habits of where we only like toxic, or we only share so much of ourselves. Once we start sharing too much, then we got to run away. That's what I'm feeling with this person. Like, they are afraid of deeper intimacy at times. Like, they started to get closer to you, but once that ego started to come in, it was like, we got to switch it up, we got to do something different, right? And so that contributes to that that sudden shift, because we have the tower, we have shattered, right? This was just abrupt switch and like shift in this connection, change that was unexpected. And I feel that it really hurt you with this 5 of Cups here. It really hurt you. It hurt you heavy. And this change was out of the blue. Things were going well, and maybe the communication was better, and then boom, it just like went left. And I feel like, it might be hard to believe this, but actually this shift hurt them as well too, because deep down inside, they felt like, wow, I'm finally able to be my true self with this person. I'm finally able to be open and vulnerable. But their ego was like, no, you can't trust them. You can't trust anybody. Don't do that. Don't do that. Live in fear. Do the bare minimum. Run away. And that's what kind of like took over at this time. That's what I'm really feeling for, like, just the overall energy before we get into like, are they coming back? Like, what are their next moves? This, that, and the third. But I feel like with the 6 of Swords here, also with the 6 of Pentacles, like kind of like this versus energy, like their struggles with balancing what is real and what isn't with this person. Like, they struggle with like reality. So like, what is actually present, what is actually here, versus their mind, like that fear, their ego. So kind of like, their higher self and their ego are battling this, conflict with at this time. This obstacle with. It's like, they don't know what is real. What should they believe in? What should they really trust? Because when you're used to comfort with your ego, that's what that's your comfort zone, right? But when your higher self is like, no, there's so much better out there. There's true love, there's healthiness, all of this, that, and the third. It's hard to figure out what is real. And so I feel like there's this energy of them like sitting, in sadness of like, wow, did I mess this up? Did I choose the wrong cup? Did I choose fear? Did I let fear win again? Right? I'm seeing them like kind of just question everything now. Like, what's really in their head? Like, is this real? Is this true? Can they trust it when it came to this connection? And that was just like their fear taking over. I'm getting this random message at this time, but I'm hearing them say, you can ruin your reality. Like, I'm hearing Spirit say, like, you can ruin your reality by allowing doubt or fear to destroy the vision of God or the universe that has in store for you. And that is 100% true, because if your guides or ancestors, God gave you this vision of true love, or gave you what you've been praying for and what your heart really deserves and what it needs, but then the moment you get it, you let fear take over. You let fear, shatter your dreams in a way. It's like that's how you ruin your reality. That's how you ruin a lot of great opportunities. And so I feel like they have to understand that they're giving their ego too much power, and that is causing so much destruction in their life, and they're not seeing that. I mean, maybe right now they're starting to see it because of the broken connection right now, how like things have just taken a left, but that was something that they had to learn. That is something for like the both of you that I'm hearing, like needed to hear that right now. So like mental blocks, I could see this being a big issue with this person. It's like, that doubt and needing to pull themselves out of this rut and this mental health issue. They could be experiencing like heavy depression right now, or a lot of anxiety. You could start experiencing like headaches, or like random, like, I don't want to say queasiness in the stomach, but feel like you feel like butterflies sometimes in your stomach randomly. That could be because of them. Like they're feeling that fear, that doubt. That's what I'm getting. So in terms of like, where are you guys headed? So I'm getting two vibes with this pile. So, some of you will have to actually part ways from this person, right? Because they are too inconsistent. They have to work on a lot of things in their life, and that's okay. Some things are for a season, but you learn a lot from these seasons. You learn a lot from the experiences with the people that you only have seasons with, right? And then you move on to something that's greater, right? But I'm also getting the other vibe that I'm picking up is that this person realized that they have been wearing a mask for a very, very long time, and that the person behind the mirror, is the person that they want to show you, but they haven't had the chance to show you. And I also feel like they're going to reveal their true selves to you, and then be able to let you know, like, hey, I struggle with this. I'm going to go to therapy, or I actually want to talk about all of this stuff with you. Not saying like you're their therapist, but more so like they're willing to just put everything on the table and be vulnerable and actually, share this with you. So I think when it happens, it's really important for you to just listen to them. Like, don't interrupt them. Don't just let them talk as much as possible so they can get everything out, and then you respond. Because that's what I hear with this listen and reflect card. It's like they just need someone to listen to them at this time, and then you can respond however you choose to do so. But make sure that it's a place where it gives them the space to be open and to be communicative about everything that they're experiencing and also feeling, right? So that's one of the things I'm getting with that. But yeah, I see, like I said, some of you are gonna have to just let this go and just move on. And I know sometimes you don't want to hear that, but that's one of the vibes that I'm picking up. And the other half of you are going to be able to reconcile with this person because they're in the works of, going into therapy or healing, doing the work that they have to do, and also just having that conversation with you. So I think, the big thing is like they're ready to have a conversation about what they're going through and what they've been working through, and just struggle with, right? That's what I'm getting. And there might be like a small amount of you that actually have to initiate the conversation, like, hey. And I feel like the small amount, who you are. Like, who you are, and you're going to be called to do that. It's not going to be like I always have to reach out. Like, not those people. It's going to be someone that knows, like, spirit is leading them to do that for a reason. And that's how that conversation happens, right? So that's what I'm picking up for, like, where are you guys heading? So like I said, there's two vibes here. So pick the vibe that matches you the best. And the saying, like, whatever is yours will always be yours. True love will always come back to you. And some people might say that true love will never leave you, but like in this case, like maybe this is true love, but it needs to take a shift in direction, so when it comes back around, it's solid. It's balance is the thing too. But I feel like for most of you, this was like a connection you did not even plan on, like, evolving to something more than outside of friendship or friends with benefits, whatever, right? And so that is why it probably hurts a little bit more, because you were just like, I should have just kept it where it was, and then I caught feelings, they caught feelings, and look where we are now. But don't be upset with yourself. This was a part of your journey. This was a part of their journey, and it's important to know that everything happens for a reason, even when it sucks. But you'll be fine regardless if you get back with this person or if you get with someone else that's brand new. There's always something better in the cards for you at the end of the day. So don't stress this out, okay? But yeah, this is what I'm picking up on this pile. So I hope this resonated with those that selected pile number 1, the King of Swords. I do wish you well, like with this person, with this connection, and just overall in general. I feel like that there's just like a lot of heavy energy in this pile. So there could be like some stress that's happening in your personal life, not even connected to the connection, like connected to work or to like your living situation. So it's definitely important for you to just, I'm hearing spirit saying, like, the divine is having a tower moment in your life for a reason. There's time for a shift, there's time for a change, and that's why you're experiencing a lot of this stuff right now. I also know that, as I am feeling this, we are starting to get into Mercury retrograde. So if you're watching this video like currently, like as I just posted, that could be an influential factor in your connection right now too. But even if you're watching this like months later, that could be something that's like just the Mercury in your placement in your natal chart and like in their natal chart could be really big here as well too, especially if it's like in the 7th house, or maybe even your 4th house too for some of you. But that's just some vibes that I'm picking up right now. Okay, so yeah, overall, hope you all enjoyed this reading. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. Feel free to thumbs up the video, leave a comment below, and check out other videos on my channel. Best wishes. Alrighty, so this will be for pile 2, and this is for those that selected the Hierophant. So just picking up the energy before I even get into the cards, I definitely feel like either one of you, I'm getting indigo child, starseed like energy, and I'm also feeling like your person is starting to become like spiritually in tune, or they're in a process of like, the spiritual journey, but it's becoming very hard for them because they don't understand it. And you could be in a space too where you're like, I don't understand this connection, but I know there's just some type of spiritual meaning behind it. I'm picking up that energy with this pile so far before we even get into the cards. But yeah, so this is for the Hierophant pile. So I'm gonna put this over here. So let's get into your cards. Alrighty. So we have number 8, dream come true. Number 46, interference. Number 26, separation. So maybe some of you are like, past life soulmates, or could be in a twin flame dynamic. All right, tarot cards. We have the 6 of Cups, one of my favorite cards. We have Judgment. We have the 7 of Pentacles. We have the High Priestess. Very befitting, just because we have the Hierophant as the card, and then we have the High Priestess, so like counterparts. So yeah, definitely past life soulmates here, divine masculine, divine feminine, twin flames, however you want to call it, if you're into labels. Then we have control issues. By trying to control the situation, you only slow down your answered prayers. Let the divine take the lead. Magnetic souls, your sacred souls are instantly drawn towards each other. And then make a move. The time is now. Someone is planning to take action, or it's time for you to make the move. Okay. So let's just get a feel for the energy, and then we'll kind of get into like, next steps or where you guys are headed. But yeah, I definitely get that this is a strong spiritual connection that we have here. I can feel past life, just soulmate energy, twin flame, however you want to call it, but deep soulmate energy for sure. Just with like the dream come true, the magnetic souls, the High Priestess, and the Hierophant being here, and even separation, because like a lot of twin flame dynamics go into that separation period as well. But I keep hearing the word divine intervention, and this could be what happened, right? This could be why that separation happened, why this interference happened. There was a pause here, and I don't like the word, like, it's like Spirit is saying they don't really like the word separation for you all. They want to just say it was a pause, right? It was a pause here. And I feel, this is just letting us know that even though there was this quote unquote separation because of the card is here, it doesn't mean that you two won't come back together with the 6 of Cups, because the 6 of Cups is connected to, reconciliation, past life energy, but just coming back together, and finding what love is here, and going back to that energy is what I'm feeling. I'm also just feeling like, it's just a representation of like, no matter how far or how long, you all will find your way back to each other. That's how divine this connection is. Especially with the magnetic souls, like you will find your way back to each other no matter what. And I get that there have been many past lives where you all experience something like this. Like, it's not like oh, we're only doing it this lifetime. It's like, no, this is something you've experienced multiple lifetimes. And that's why they're saying no matter where you are, no matter how far you are, we will always find each other. I will always find you. And I'm just looking at this star, like this fallen star, and that dreams come true card. And it's kind of like that's a way that you all might communicate with each other. So, maybe you live in a place where you're able to see the stars, or maybe you can't really see them, but on certain nights you see some of them, or you see just one of them. And that's like the way that your person, communicates with you. Like, I'm here with you. Like, I'm here. Just follow, just trust trust the stars. Like, trust us, trust the plan, the divine plan, that we'll find our way back to each other. Right? That's another thing that I'm picking up here. I'm feeling this strong attraction with you all, this magnetic souls. It's like you can't shake each other no matter what you do. No matter if you take a break or try to date other people, it's like you always come back to each other. And it's not like, I don't want to say, it's not like a codependency type of thing, right? It's more so that the love is strong, the love is real, and it's like your higher selves want you all to be together, and they're just like, they're trying to help you get back to each other. And sometimes one person is stubborn or doesn't listen, so it makes the journey a little bit longer. But it's like your souls want you to be together. They are fighting their way to be with, like, for you all to be together. But I'm getting that one person might struggle with that, and maybe even try to control the situation, because we do have the control issues card here. But I feel like spirit just needed you all to take this pause or this break to grow more separately. Both of you are spiritually wise, and I feel on a 5D level, y'all souls are already in union, right? They're already married. They're already together. So that's why they're fighting so hard to get y'all to be together in the physical. I think, I think one of the big issues here with this connection was just like the need of control and like wanting to know. So maybe you are like always trying to figure out things, or they're trying to figure out things, like what's, next on every detail, like the when, the where, the how, whatever. But it's not necessary. It's not needed. So there's this need to like release the need to control, or always needing to know, take a break from listening to when will this happen, like readings, And it's not a bad thing to want to know these type of things, but it's like, don't be obsessed with it. Because when you keep listening to those type of readings, what you're telling the divine, what you're telling God, what you're telling the universe, it's like, hey, I don't trust you. I know you told me we're going to get back together soon, but I don't trust you. So I'm going to keep listening to other readings to just keep getting that confirmation. But it's like, in reality, what you're doing is just showing, I don't trust you. So I'm going to keep listening and listening and listening until, I actually see it in the physical. And it's like, it's okay to listen to like 1 or 2 readings about it, and then just take a break from it for like a few weeks or for a month, and then maybe you feel called to another reading, right? That's okay. But like, if you got to listen to it every day, then it becomes an obsession, and it just, you let your fear take over, because you're letting your fear take over when you have to keep listening to readings. So definitely take a break as needed. But in terms of like, what is the next move that they're going to make, or, where you guys headed, I get that this person will actually make a move. And I'm getting that they're like a smooth character. They're just very suave. I also see like a birth, a new beginning with this person. I also see some of you actually sharing a child with this person. So whether you already have one now, or, when you reconcile, you will have a child with this person. But I feel like that they will make a move, but you just have to trust in this connection, and also just trust that it will work out. It will work out, but you can't control when it's going to work out. It doesn't matter if you've done your work and you've been healing and working on yourself and focusing on yourself, loving yourself. It doesn't matter. Continue to do that because you want it to be a routine. You want it to be something you do naturally, not because you're waiting for a result to happen, right? And that's why we don't get to know when these certain things happen in our lives, because think about it. If we knew like, oh, I'm gonna get back with this person 3 months from now, I bet you most of us wouldn't do the work that we needed to do. We wouldn't do the work that we're supposed to be doing. We would just be like, okay, I'm just gonna wait till 3 months is up so I can get back with this person. And then we didn't grow really. We might have grown like a little bit, but we didn't really grow the way that we could have grown had we did the work that we were supposed to do while we were taking a break from this person and focusing on ourselves. Same thing with the other person, right? Especially with the other person, if they're the ones that really need to do a lot of work, it's like, oh well, I'm gonna get them back anyway, so what's the point of me healing? That's the point of not knowing when things work out and when they're gonna play out and what's in the cards fully for you the next 3, 6, 9 months, right? So that's why Spirit is telling you stop trying to control it. Dreams do come true. If this is something that's in your heart for the right reasons, it will come true. It will manifest into the physical, but you can't control it. You can't be obsessed over it, right? In terms of them making a move, you can't be obsessed over the move that they make, because maybe they have to take a small step first before they make the big move, right? A lot of times people want the person to come back and propose to them, and it's like, if y'all weren't in a space where that was the next step, then that might not happen right off the bat, but it can get there if you let it naturally unfold and get there, right? You never want to pressure anyone to make the next move, right? You want it to be authentic, because then it feels real, it feels genuine. Because if you pressure somebody to make a move to propose to you, it's not gonna feel like, oh, they really proposed because they love me. It's more so, I told them they had to propose, and so now they did it, right? So that's what I'm getting. I'm not getting that people did that that's watching this pile, but I'm just saying that's something Spirit wants to channel and take the time to say, so people know not to like really sit in that type of energy and worry and that fear, and just use this period of this separation as just a period to grow, to heal, get more connected to your spirituality, learn more about yourself, about your family, your ancestors, whatever it is that can keep you busy, keep you productive. You don't want to be stagnant, and you don't want to just sit and just do nothing, because you're just going to waste your precious time, right? Okay. So that is what I have for this pile. I hope you all resonated with this reading, enjoyed it, and are excited to know that your person is definitely is making a move, and your higher selves are working to get y'all back together, are working to get things on one accord and back in alignment. So just trust that. Just trust it. Take a break from maybe some readings for a little bit, for like the rest of the week, or for the next couple of days. I'll say this: Spirit wants you to take a break more so from love readings. Like, you can listen to like money related readings, career, general messages, stuff like that, but take a break from like when this person is coming back, type of readings. Okay. But yeah, best wishes to everyone that selected this pile. Feel free to leave comment below and thumbs up the video, and check out other videos on my channel that are not connected to when they're coming. Alrighty, love and light. Alrighty, so this will be for those that selected pile 3, which is the Sun card. Put this here, or actually, let me kind of just get a vibe for the card and the pile before I get into the cards. I feel like your person is on the verge of like leveling up and growing. I'm getting there's going to be some answers finally to some questions that you had a while back. You're going to finally get that. Maybe you're looking for a sign about this person or like with this connection, and you're going to start to see those signs. You're going to start to get the answers from God, from the universe, from this person that you've been seeking for a while. It's some of the things that I'm picking up from this. I'm also seeing like I don't know, but like for a couple of you, you work with a deity, and this deity is helping you like with this connection. So if you don't work with one, that part of the message is not for you. But if you do work with one, that message is for you. Okay, but also too, there could be a deity that wants to work with you, and she's just like popping out like, hey, I want to work with you. So if you've been thinking about that, that could be one of the signs you've been waiting on, like, should I work with this person, or should I try to work with this person? The answer is yes. Okay, so now let's get into the cards and see what we have. So we have number 44, synchronicity. Number 19, fate. Number 27, breakups and makeups. All right, let's get into the tarot. We have, we got the Lovers. Hands down, my favorite card. One of my favorite cards. The Lovers, Two of Cups are definitely my top two. We have the Ace of Swords. We have the Three of Pentacles. And we have the Magician. And then your Oracle cards, we have Love at First Sight. The instant gravitational pull you two felt when first meeting lets you know that this is a soul connection. Clarity. I think I mentioned that with the Sun card. Someone finally sees the answer that was always right in front of their eyes. The vision is clear, therefore what is to come shall be clear too. Higher self. No matter how dark or muddy your path may be, trust your guidance. Trust the guidance of your higher self. Beautiful. Okay. So let's just get into the energy of the pile, and then we'll get into like seeing what their next move is, where you guys are headed. Okay. But this pile is heavy. I'm just feeling heavy, strong, twin flame vibe, synchronicity, fate, the Lovers being here. Like I feel it very strongly in this pile for some reason. I really do. Like I didn't really feel it in pile number 1. I felt it a little bit in pile number 2, but I'm really feeling it in your pile. So just putting that out there. I feel that this energy that you, the viewer, you knew what type of connection this was the moment you met them. Like you just knew. You knew it was something special. You knew it was something different. There was this feeling that you couldn't explain, however your person hasn't really realized the magnitude of this connection, or they didn't at first, is what I'm getting. They may be having like their spiritual awakening now, or allowing their higher self to kind of like guide them in their life, or just lead them to become a better divine masculine or a better divine feminine is what I'm picking up, I feel like they're trusting their higher self more, which is what one of the lessons was with this connection, is that they needed to trust their higher self more to become a better version of themselves, but also be the person that they're meant to be. And that could just have been because you all met each other and like your energy kind of like turned on this light within them, is what I'm getting, right? You allowed them to start to see the light within themselves. And that's kind of like, showing them and guiding them to be this person that they're meant to be, right? I'm picking up on that. I also am seeing this vibe and feeling this vibe that the divine had y'all meet the way y'all did for a reason. I'm hearing it was a part of the story, it was a part of the plan. So maybe like, you met, I won't say in an awkward way, but you just weren't, it was just weird how you all met, like the timing of it, the place and everything. But it was predestined. It was designed for you to meet that way for a reason. You might not know the reason right now, or you may start to understand why you met the way that you did. That's the thing that I'm picking up too. I also see your spirit guides are huge in this connection as well, like in their guides. I believe that their guides watch over you and your guides watch over them. That's how like deeply and soulfully connected you are with one another. And that's another reason why like I feel like you all are just a unique pair of twin flames. I don't know how to explain it, but I just think that you are a unique breed of them, or you're on a different level in a way, like a different wave. so to say, in terms of like this group that picked this pile. But yeah, I feel so much warmth, in my third eye right now, and especially in my heart chakra. Like, I feel it. I feel so much warmth in those chakras. And it's like this person is finally seeing what was always there. Like, wait a minute. It was you. It was you all along. It was you. You were the one, and you are the one. Right? That's what I'm feeling. I feel like, with the breakups and makeups card, it was supposed to happen. Like, the time apart that you're experiencing, it was supposed to happen. There was nothing you can do or could do at the time to stop it from happening. It was supposed to happen. That was in the plan. Okay, so that's the first thing. Spirit just really wants you to understand that there was nothing you did wrong. That's what was supposed to happen, right? And it has to happen for this person to have this breakthrough, to have this aha moment. If it didn't happen, they probably wouldn't have had the aha moment. They wouldn't be able to, transform into this divine individual, is what I'm getting as well. I feel like they just realized that the love that was always within you was real. Like, they knew it was real, but the distance makes them, like, wow, they were always authentic. This is true love, right? Because, like, sometimes you might feel a good vibe about a person, but you're not 100% sure because you're used to old patterns, old people, traumas and stuff like that. But when you see the real deal, you're like, wow, this is serious. This is real. That's what I'm getting. So in terms of like next steps, where you guys are going and all of that jazz. Okay, this message is for one person. This is for one person only. You will know if it's you or not. But one of y'all like are in a new relationship and just curious about this person and want the tea. And this person is on some marry me right now type energy. Like, you could be in a new relationship right now. You could be talking to somebody right now, the viewer, and your person that you're just kind of curious about, your twin flame, they're in this space of like, you know what? I figured it out. I can't let this go. I can't lose them. I can't do this. I can't risk it anymore. So marry me. And it's like, yeah, I'm in a relationship right now. And it's like, no, I'm serious. Break up with them and marry me. And they're literally about it, and they're serious about it. Like, they would probably come to you with a ring. And it's funny because like I'm channeling, the episode literally with this card. So just a quick meaning or like, synopsis of this card. So this person's name is Whitley and this person's name is Dwayne. And at this time, this was the night before her wedding. She was getting married to somebody else. He came to her and he just wanted to like have a last conversation with her and just share kind of like his feelings and just, kind of clear the air because they broke up. The day of her wedding, he shows up and he asked her to marry him at her wedding where she's supposed to be marrying somebody else, right? And I don't think this person is going to just show up, on your date with your new person and just like take you out their hands, out their arms and propose to you. But more so like, I just feel this energy that they would propose. They will say, I want you and I want to be with you for the rest of my life. Will you marry me? Right? So like I said, that's for one person. You will know who you are. Or even if you don't know who you are, like, don't be surprised if that happens. Okay? But for the majority of the people that are watching this file, the next move that they're going to make won't be as dramatic as that, but I do see a vision of them like saying, hey, can we talk? Or we need to talk. Kind of like wanting to come to common grounds and just clear the air and just see what do you guys want to do? Where do you want to go in terms of this connection? And I feel like, you laying your cards out, they laying their cards out will help you all figure out what's the next move. And you can literally say like, hey, I do love you. I would love to be with you, but I'm not going to be with you as a friend. I'm not going to be with you as a friend with benefits. It's either all or nothing. It's either we're going to be in a fully committed relationship or we're just not going to talk anymore. And it's not necessarily giving them an ultimatum, but it's just like setting your boundaries because it's like, we tried this, gray area type of thing. It didn't work out. So it's either this or that. and you kind of like let them decide, right? And I feel like that person will choose the relationship with you because that's what they want. They want to be with you, so they're not going to jeopardize losing you again. And also, they're ready to put in the work in this connection and actually build and contribute to the relationship. Maybe they weren't doing that before. Maybe you all were in a relationship, but they just weren't doing their part. Maybe they were always working. They weren't taking you out on dates or just showing you that quality time and, you know, catering to your love language, right? But now they're in this space where it's like, you know what? Let me get myself together before I lose somebody. That's amazing. Because I'm being selfish, or because I'm being childish, or because I'm just not focusing. I'm not, you know, able to balance everything the way that I should be able to, is what I'm getting. Right? But yeah, I do see positive movement with this connection. This one, I'm feeling like, I feel very optimistic with your pile number 3. Like, I feel really good with this pile. And it's not saying like I didn't feel great with the other piles so far, but it's just like yours is, it feels more concrete in a way. You know, it feels like both of you are in a space where you can handle a relationship together now. You can handle a healthy connection with one another now, right? And that's good. You want to be in a healthy relationship with your person. You don't want to be one person's healthy, the other person is not healthy. Like, you want it to be some type of balance and alignment here. And I feel that with your connection. So kudos to you all, and congratulations, you know, for this this new move and this new shift with this connection. I'm also seeing, for some reason, that a couple of you all will like move in with this person, or like, you know, you find an apartment together and you just move in together. So that's something to look forward to it as well. But yeah, that's what I'm picking up for this pile. So I hope it's resonated with everyone that selected this pile. Congratulations on, you know, the positive trajectory of this connection, and, you know, the shift in the movement, because everything is happening the way that's supposed to. So if you continue to do the great work that you're doing, and they continue to do the great work that they're doing, you are hands down going to be good, solid. So don't even like stress yourself out about it, and don't stress yourself out about or doubt or wonder if you did something wrong, because you didn't. Basically no one did anything wrong here. It was supposed to happen the way that it did for a reason. Okay, so that is what I have for you all. I hope you all enjoyed your reading. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate the love and the support. Feel free to thumbs up the video, leave a comment below, and check out other videos on my channel. Best wishes. Okay, this will be for those that selected pile number 4, which is the lovely King of Pentacles. Handsome fella. All right, so I'm just going to pick up on the energy of the pile before I get into the cards. But I honestly feel like somebody needs to do a spiritual cleanse. Some regrounding here is needed with this connection. So it could be you, it could be your person, or it could be both of you, honestly. But there needs to be some type of cleansing work here at this time. I'm also seeing that it's important to really tap into earth energy. It doesn't matter if you're an earth sign or not. Like, tap into earth energy. So like regrounding, recentering yourself, meditating, yoga, whatever it is that kind of like gets you together, do that for a little bit. Do that for a couple of days. That's what I'm getting. But also, you know, definitely do some cleansing work. If you have sage, Palo Santo, dragon blood sage, or like whatever, do that. And if you don't have those things, you can literally just take like a bath with Himalayan salt, pink Himalayan salt, like a salt bath to like just cleanse your energy. It's really important here. Maybe the cards will tell us why I'm picking up on that vibe, but I'm just getting the energy that it needs to happen. Do it as quickly as possible. Like, go to your local dollar store. You can get like some Epsom salt, or like the pink Himalayan salt that you can put in baths, whatever it is. If you can do it, do it. And you can also set the intention to like kind of cleanse their energy too, if you know this person doesn't do that yet as well. But now let's get into your cards. So we have number 22, Deja Vu. And if you notice, there's like some scratches on here. So maybe there's like a repeat of things with this connection for whatever reason, and it's like the same old at times. That could be something here. Next is number 2, soulmate recognition. This card is beautiful with the little infinity sign. It's beautiful. And then we have number 6, mirroring. All right, your tarot cards are the Hermit, the Strength card, oh, we got the 4 of Wands, beautiful, and then the 8 of Wands, and then your romance oracle cards are Harvest. You planted the seed that the universe gave you. Due to your patience and growth, you are now able to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Courting. This period of development towards a romantic relationship is important. This time will help you both see if marriage is in the cards. And we do have a marriage card here. And then we have new chapter. Beautiful. Oh, that's crazy. You have Dwayne and Whitley for all your romance oracle cards. A fresh start is always good for everyone. Doors are opening for this new phase within your life, within your new love life. Okay. Beautiful. It's kind of like it should be courting, then harvest, but I feel like what it's saying is like, you know, you planted the seed, so now you're going to like kind of redate each other, get to know each other again, and start that new chapter. But let's just get into the cards and pick up on everything. So the first thing Spirit wants me to call out, they didn't want me to do this for any of the piles that I did prior to this one, but they want me to just call out numbers. So these could be special numbers for your connection. So I'm seeing and hearing 222. I'm hearing 489, or no, well, yeah, 489, 484, and then the number 69. And for some reason, the number 69 is just giving me Cancerian energy. So that someone could be a Cancer or have Cancer heavy in their chart, but I'm just picking up that energy right now. But yeah, they're probably important for your connection at this time. So when you see those numbers, that could be your person communicating with you, or just Spirit, like, you know, telling you something about the connection. Pay attention to your thoughts at that time. I am channeling a message from your person, which is something I did not also do with other piles for some reason, but this person is saying, I will recognize your soul in any lifetime. I'm hearing them say that. I will recognize your soul in any lifetime. I'm hearing them say that over and over again. And it's kind of like they're saying, I will always find you. I will always know that you are my person in any lifetime, no matter what physical form you take. I get that this love, this connection is beautiful when it's on track. You know, when it gets off course, it still feels strong, but you know, it can be better. I just feel like there's so much love in this connection from both parts of you, from sides. It seems like there is a lot of mirroring in this connection, just like looking at mirroring, looking at the 4 of Wands, and I don't know, I'm just feeling there's a lot of mirroring going on, whether you are going through something similar in terms of like obstacles at the same time, or just one person does go through something and then later on the other person follows, you know, that path, you know, that experience as well, like later on. But if you are beginning a tarot moment, theirs will be coming weeks later or months later. Like for an example, that's like what I'm picking up here. They have an upset stomach, you'll feel it as well. You know, if they have a headache, you'll feel it. If you are, I don't know, nervous about something out of the blue, they could be nervous about something. So it's kind of like you just mirror each other's energy in some way, shape, or form. And that could be why they're saying there needs to be like a cleanse here, because you want to mirror, you don't want to mirror everything that the person's going through. Like if they're going through a hard life at this time, you don't want to experience all of that, right? So just making sure you're cleansing your space, and maybe also the needing of cleansing your aura, so like there's no more repeated episodes of the parts that just hurt or that are not healthy, right? It's like getting rid of that. Breaking cycles is what I'm seeing here as well, and feeling too. But yeah, I really do feel like, you know, you two are soulmates. We have the 4 Wands here. We have the soulmate recognition. Some of you that pick this pile might feel like, you know, you are connected to like a person that you consider your twin, and that can totally be true. But I just get like, you know, definitely strong soulmates here. with this pile. This person could have went into hermit mode, right? And life just got hard. Like life just got crazy. It was a big switch up for them. And they just decided they needed to shift their gears and just focus on something else. You know, the best way to accommodate the demands in their life is what I'm getting with this person. I'm also seeing that there are some cycles in this connection that repeat because they haven't been broken. Like the cycles haven't been broken yet. And I feel like it's due to both of you, not just like them, but it's due to both of you. And that could be why Spirit is saying both of you need to do like this cleansing. And the mirroring card was here, right? I'm hearing Spirit say, you seeing the value in this connection and what you should be healing from is important. So making sure, because sometimes we always want to just paint the picture like, oh, this person didn't do this, I'm the one doing all the great things, but there could be something you're doing as well. And it might not even be as bad, but it could be something that's small that you just have to work on, that you have to heal from. And so, especially if this is like a soulmate, you know, twin flame connection, healing and breaking cycles are huge, you know, even as soulmates, it doesn't matter. You know, we are always learning new things about ourselves with others and through different interactions. Like you're never not healing. You're never not done working on yourself and learning lessons, basically. So there is a valuable lesson or experience in here, and it's important that you understand it. You know, when we meet our soulmates, whether they are friends, families, lovers, whatever, there's always a lesson and a reason for it. And there should be something we're growing from when it comes to that, right? I also see that, like, you know, some of you are basically kind of like opposite attract. You know, one person could be a heavy fire energy and the other one is like, you know, chill and laid back personality, but you mesh well together. And that could be a shocker to some people. Like they were like, you know, I never saw them like getting together. Like they're just two completely different people, but you just work together. And some people work well like opposite energy, and some people work well when they're the same energy. So that's a good thing for you all, because you work well. In terms of like where things are going to go with this connection, just based on like the energy and like the cards and what I'm picking up right now, I can honestly say I see a positive shift in growth with this connection. This time apart is helping you all for sure. That's one of the biggest things here. And I said this before, but like you're mirroring each other, you know, and my heart chakra is like beating and it's like really warm right now. So I feel like, you know, there's some heart chakra activation in this connection, right? You could start to feel warmth in your heart chakra while watching this video, or you're going to start to feel it later. But there's definitely like this healing work that has happened with this chakra, and that's, you know, transforming your connection a lot. You know, and as you love yourself more, they learn to love themselves more and to love you better, right? And there is this energy of like a seed being planted, and this is one that actually grows and survives, is what I'm hearing, what I'm seeing. You know, there are times that you may have given up, but it feels this is finally coming to a place of harmony, to a place of like full commitment and security, you know. Now, of course, this comes like when you break cycles, when you are all doing the work that you're supposed to be doing and recognize the importance of this connection. But it's definitely here, right? I'm also getting like, you don't have to announce like, oh, I get the lesson, y'all, I understand it, like to your ancestors, to your guides, to the God, to the universe. You don't have to do that. It's like they see it in your actions. They see it how you move, in the way that you move. They'll see it in the way that they move and how they act. That's why, you know, you can say up and down like, oh, I get it, I understand the lesson, but still do the same thing over and over again. And it's like deja vu. And it's like, I feel like maybe there's a repeated cycle for things in your life and in their life. And that's why Spirit is like, you have to show us that you actually understand what this means, right? So for example, it's kind of like, you know, think of being in class and you have a test and you just literally copy the answer off your neighbor's test. You get the answer right, but your teacher's like, okay, how did you get this? And you're like, oh, my work is right here. And it's like, no, explain it to me. I want to make sure you understand what you're doing, what you put on this paper, right? And it's like, yeah, your answer is right, but do you even understand what you put on this paper, right? And so I feel like that's what Spirit is trying to test and understand, that you understand and that they understand about this connection and about everything as well. But yeah, I see you all like starting over, dating again, and it leads to a healthy relationship and union. I feel that you all got a clearer path once you do the work that you're supposed to do. I do get that there just needs to be a release of like clutter in your path, though. That's the important piece that I'm getting. And that could be why we have that King of Pentacles here. It's like, you know, removing that clutter, and also like letting God, Spirit, the divine help clear this path as well, and let them help with this connection. And some stuff you can't do by yourself, so letting them intervene, having that divine intervention, that interference is what I'm hearing. Letting them step in the way that they need to step in, right? And know that your journey is unique. You're not going to always mirror other people's experiences and journeys. So like, just because you watch a video of someone explaining like their twin flame journey and it sounds similar to yours, it's not your journey, right? Because everything that you're going through and the lessons that you have to go through and learn are completely different than what that person is going to learn and experience and what they have gone through. There might be similarities, but know that it's going to be different. And I think that's important here to know that, because when you realize that, you won't feel upset when it's not on track the way that other person's connection, is on track. So you might see someone, might have a friend, they got back with their person and it's working out great. And it's like, it's a good thing that you see that, but it doesn't mean like, oh, we're going to go through the exact same phase that they went through. It's like, no, everybody's journey and connections are different. So just embrace your journey and pay attention to what matters in your connection. And then you'll be able to start your new chapter with this person. That's what I'm getting. Okay. So I hope this resonated with those that selected this pile. Thank you so much for tuning in. As always, I appreciate the love and the support. And yeah, if you enjoyed the video, thumbs up the video, leave a comment below, and check out other videos on my channel. Best wishes.